today's teenagers look at the magazines and models out there, and they try to compare themselves a little too much.
I think with a teen diet, it has to come with, what's going on with your life. A lot of stress really builds up. You try to project yourself at the best that you can for everyone around you. You start to lose, what's common sense of just caring about what you really want, and then you try to project and just make yourself seem better around people when you're really not as good as you think you really are.
Fast food, which would be Chipotle or McDonald's or pizza, and I think that because it's good, it's just a good thing well, it's not a good thing to eat exactly, but everyone eats it and talks about it.
Usually when I think of a teenage diet, I tend to look around the classroom, see if there's any bottles, water, Gatorade. If I see a bottle of water or Gatorade, I tend to think it's towards an athlete, a track runner, a soccer player, maybe a football player, because they're trying to just, stay at the weight that they need to. They don't want to gain a few pounds there.
First food that comes to mind with teenagers and some of their diet, as far as some of the bad decisions that they make, I would say it's probably fast food. Reason for that is I think that teenagers are taking on a lot of other responsibilities outside of the school, whether it's jobs or athletics, being involved with their church or whatever. I think they're doing more things, and with that they have more time commitments in the evening and outside of school, so instead of sitting down for a meal around the table with something that's cooked healthy, I think that they are more likely to make decisions to grab a quick trip to fast food with McDonald's or Burger King, but Chipotle's good.
I absolutely believe that being a teenager is very stressful. So you guys are, we have unfortunately taken away playtime, so you're not allowed to be just a child anymore. You have to be, there's a pressure on you to do really, really well in school and maybe really, really well in sports and play musical instruments and participate in your church group, and your activities are really, really structured, and you guys are like running around like crazy. And because you're running around like crazy, one way that stress shows up is in your diet. In terms of choices, as you get stressed, your body reacts to that stress by wanting, sugar, by wanting salt, by wanting something that's got a really, really high fat content, because it wants to have enough energy to run through the jungle and do what you used to have to do, when you're stressed out. Our bodies haven't adjusted to a more sedentary lifestyle, so kids are still doing those sort of things. And then the other thing that they're doing with their choices is, even sometimes when we present them with good, healthy choices, they will tend to choose because either they're not really well educated about it, or they just don't like the way certain things taste.
I believe that the amount of stress put on a teenager's shoulders does determine what they eat, because heating something up in the microwave or just running through the drive-thru is a lot easier than making something that's healthy.
Before the government stepped in and told us what we had to serve, a lot of kids just got chips because we were selling pop. But now everything has to be baked or wheat or whole grain. So now with the new meals, for them to get their meals, they have to have 2 fruits, 2 vegetables, a meat, a drink. So really they're getting more food now than they were before. And I don't know if that's forcing them to take it, but they are getting more food.
I think that since kids just want to eat what they want, they just get whatever they want. It doesn't really affect them. That, if they don't want healthy food, they'll just go and get